Hello YouTube, Mortician Man 24 here, aka Eugene Johnson. Was kind of bored, so I figured I'd do a quick review of some movies. I haven't done any of those in a while, so here we go. First one I want to talk about, my brother got me the other day. I just got done, finished watching it a couple days ago. This is the best of Raw from 1993 to 2008. Very cool box set, 3 discs. As you can see, you got 93, 1998 to 2002, and then you got 2003 to 2008. Very cool box set, with a lot of great matches and moments in that era, so I definitely suggest if you guys can pick it up. Like I said, I just got done watching it a few days ago, so I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad he picked it up for me. Okay, now I'm going to be doing basically a review on 3 movies today. But before I do, those are horror related, and I don't know if anybody have been keeping up with the news or anything like that, but Wes Craven, the great Wes Craven, the person who brought you Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream and The People Under the Stairs, Deadly Friend, Hills Have Eyes, all those great classics, passed away today, earlier tonight, and I think it's a great blow to the horror community. Talented man, very talented when it came to writing and making characters. Loved the 3 things when I was a kid was Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, I will have to admit I'm not a Nightmare on Elm Street fan as much as I am the other stuff, but still it's pretty bad that, Wes had to leave us. But anyway, I hope he's at peace now, and there's a lot of people on Facebook today posting saying the nightmare's over. As long as Freddy Krueger's alive and well in film, no one will ever forget Wes Craven. But anyway, guys, just wanted to say that and get on with the review now. Okay, these 3 I'm planning on watching sometime later. Maybe one of them tonight before I go to sleep, because I've been having a hard time sleeping lately. So, this is the 30th anniversary collector's edition Blue Underground of Maniac. This is the original. They remade this a while back with Elijah Wood, and from what I've heard, it is one of the worst remakes that they could have come out with. A lot of you guys may disagree, but I'm telling you, this is the one that did it for me. This is the classic, always will be a classic. I'm very excited that I got this on Blu-ray. Of course, Joe Spinell, the one, he was in Rocky. He was, produced a lot of movies and stuff like that. But everybody seems to forget that. They're like, well, he played in one of the most. Well, I will go ahead and say it. This movie is got at some points where it's really gory, but it's an all-out good story, because, everybody's like, well, it's just senseless killing. Not really. It shows how the main character, Frank, let's see here, it's pretty bad when you forget the lead character's name. Let's see, hang on a second. All I know is the guy's name is Frank. I haven't watched this in a few months, but definitely This was on Amazon at a pretty reasonable price. I recommend watching Maniac. If you're a horror fan, I've been a horror fan for years, and nothing ever hardly gets to me when it comes to scary movies, so definitely a good movie to pick up. Very cool. One of my top 10 favorites. Second one, in my opinion, one of the best movies to ever come out. This is also a special Blu-ray edition. This is the Blu-ray Full Moon edition of American Werewolf in London. This film was the reason that special effects artist Rick Baker actually won an Academy Award for doing the transformation scene of the werewolf. This movie stars David Nottington, and of course directed by the great John Landis. I mean, you know, you think John Landis, you think of the Blues Brothers and comedy, you know, like the Kentucky Fried Movie. But he actually, you know, he wanted to do a serious horror film and have some comic elements to it. And I mean, if nobody, I would recommend this movie to anybody. Everybody's like, well, I've got small kids. There's a difference. You've got to sit there. What my parents and my grandparents and everybody else did to me was they set me down and told me, you know, there's real and there's fake. 90% of the movies you watch are fake. You know, I mean, American Werewolf in London and all that stuff. You know, and they basically did that where I wouldn't get freaked out in the middle of the night, and which I didn't. Scary movies never bothered me, and a lot of people are like, well, you know, if you watch a scary movie, you're going to grow up to be an insane, murdering maniac. That wasn't the case with me. Been watching these things for, I'm going to say, probably 20 years now. Over 20 years. Because I watched that classic right there when I was 6 years old. So, basically what happened to me, I didn't become a stark raving mad lunatic. I've become an actor. You know, I'm very happy that I got the opportunity to actually be in a movie and everything, and part of that reason is all thanks to horror movies. You know, besides everybody sitting there going, well, they're just too graphic and all this stuff. Well, you know, you got to understand, it's a way that the director can get his message across, or, you know, what he's feeling or whatever else. And I mean, you know, there's people that go to the theaters that don't belong in the theaters and watch these things. And there's people that are just the fan of them and enjoy the work and the, you know, the art behind it. But definitely, if you don't have this in your collection, it's a must-have, in my opinion. The best werewolf movie to ever come out. Now, a lot of people be like, The Howling, The Howling, The Howling. The Howling's good too, but I like this one a lot better. Now, this next one, my uncle and my best friend seen years ago. And they would always tell me about it. I had this movie years back, and I lent it out, and I still haven't gotten it back yet. But this is the way it usually works. But luckily, found it on Blu-ray, and my girlfriend bought it for me, which I'm very thankful and happy she did, because this is also one of my favorite movies, and I can't believe that they released it on Blu-ray, but I'm glad I got a copy. Evil Speak. A very good movie along the lines of its following, like Evil Dead and everything like that. You got Clint Howard in it, as directed by Eric Weston, by the way, if anybody needs to know. But this is the Blu-ray unrated copy, released by Code Red. But I would definitely recommend Evil Speak to anyone. I mean, if anyone's followed my channel, you'll see a video I did called Some of My Favorite Demon Films. Well, this should have been in it, but unfortunately I didn't have the copy of the DVD at that time. But now I'm even more fortunate to have it on Blu-ray. But basically what happens is, in this film, is I'll explain them to you now. What happens in this film, Evil Speak, is an orphan boy by the name of Stanley Cooper Smith is in a military school because he has no one else, and he's got bullies. He's being bullied all the time, and this was when computers first started getting popular. So he uses a computer to actually conjure Satan. And needless to say, he gets possessed. After he gets possessed, mayhem ensues. I'm not going to tell you any more because I don't want to spoil it. But definitely a good movie. I mean, if you can, one of those movies where you can pop popcorn and stay interested in it, which don't happen very much anymore for people. American Werewolf in London. Two American kids are exploring Europe, and they're in England, and they're walking on the moors. They get hungry. They go into a small pub there, and you know, one of them notices a 5-pointed star, like that right there, and they ask, "What's the pinnacle for?" So the bartenders and everybody, the bar patrons, you know, kind of give them a weird look, so they walk up and they get up and they walk out. Before they do, one of the patrons look at them and say, "Beware the moon and stick to the road." They take off. They start hearing this weird howl, but as soon as they take off, they walk straight into the moors. They don't walk on the path or the road. They walk out in the moors. They look. They keep hearing this noise, and they look up. The moon is full. Needless to say, they are attacked. One of them dies, the other one lives, and the dead one comes back like 2 or 3 days later and says, you know, the character's name is actually David, and the actor's name is actually David. But he says, "David, you've got about 3 days before you become a werewolf." So, needless to say, I'm not going to tell you the rest because surely everyone has seen this movie. I mean, it used to come on AMC every year for Halloween, but a lot of it's cut out. But definitely, I mean, I own it on Blu Ray, and I mean, basically, if I ever want to see a werewolf movie, I'll watch that. Second favorite werewolf movie, I know it's cheesy, but it's good. It's a sci-fi original movie called Dog Soldiers. That's a good one. I'll do a review on it too. Okay. But here's the last one, guys. Maniac. Basically, the character Frank has been abused all his life by his mother. And he's trying to, after she passes away, you know, classic serial killer story, he's trying to make her still be with him. So one of the ways he does that is he stalks and kills women and takes their hair and puts them on mannequins. Weird concept, but still a good movie. I mean, like I said, you have to be a real hardcore horror fan to watch this, to like this movie anyway. I'm a hardcore horror fan. I have been for many, many years. And speaking of horror, today is August 31st. September the 11th, I think, is the start of ScareCon. So I will be there in just a few short days. I'm heading back to New York to go to ScareCon. That's going to be really cool. I mean, for all my horror friends out there, Ken Foray from Dawn of the Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, The Devil's Rejects, many others. Bill Moseley, you know, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Sean Whalen, People Under the Stairs, he played Roach, Let's see here. Gunnar Hansen was going to be there, but unfortunately Gunnar had to, if you don't know who Gunnar is, that fella right there holding the chainsaw is Gunnar Hansen. That's his real name. He's the actor. But unfortunately he's canceled because of an unknown problem due to his health. So he canceled every appearance that he had for this year. Hopefully he'll be there next year, but also John Kaiser from Tales from the Crypt, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, he's going to be there. One of my co-stars is coming up in the movie here shortly, Running Away from the Unknown. Lloyd Kaufman's going to be there. And like I said, guys, while I'm there, I'm going to be doing some videos too. I'm just going to be walking around. I'm going to be doing some cosplay. I'm going to be myself the first day, go in, check it out, everything like it, get my autographs done, and just hang out and look around. Second day I'll be doing cosplay as the lead character from Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. His name's Bubba Ritter in the movie. And then the third and final day, I'm pretty sure I will be doing the Unknown. Or I might do the Unknown and do Bubba Ritter at the last. I have to check that out. But I will be making videos the whole time. Probably make a video blog while I'm driving, while we're driving up there. So I'll keep you guys up to date and everything. But it's definitely going to be fun. Can't wait. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Sorry for my rambling. I just want, kind of bored, so figured I'd do a little video. But anyway, guys, you take care and have a good night. Mortician Man 24. Keep it horror.